Hi guys, Daz here with another weekly episode of my Newsround series, and this time it is episode 8. Got a lot to get through, and I mean a ton, in which has been a pretty sad week for us all with the passing of Stan Lee. Lots to come on that, as well as numerous other topics. I'm not going to be rehashing some of my comic book alerts that have come out this week. That's for you to look at. A lot of good books out there, guys. But what have I got for you? Let's have a look. Well, ABC's Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which will return for a shortened 6th season in the summer of 2019, has been renewed for a season 7. Marvel TV announced on Friday. Now, apparently that series is going to deal with Avengers 4. That's supposedly going to hold the key. Yeah, so that's coming out from Marvel Television. Looking forward to that. You know, I got through about 2 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I really struggled, but I've heard really good things about recent seasons. Apparently, obviously, Ghost Rider comes into it, so I'm looking forward to catching up on that. Now, the 2.5 Men actor Jon Cryer has landed the key role of Lex Luthor. Yeah, he's finally come into the CW in the Supergirl TV show. Now, Jon Cryer previously played Lex's punk nephew, Lenny Luthor, in that pretty lame Superman 4, the Quest for Peace movie. It was a sad ending to that series of films, I thought. Superman 1 and 2 are still fantastic from Christopher Reeve. Cryer also voices the villain Felix Faust on the animated Justice League action TV series. About the first appearance of Felix Faust in Justice League issue number 10, I believe. I think that's my earliest issue of Justice League of America. DC Universe has announced that the Young Justice Outsiders animated show will debut on January the 4th, 2019 on the streaming service. That was a great animated series, I thought, Young Justice, so looking forward to that. Pinoy comic Tress is in development as Netflix films with veteran DC cartoon Jay Olivia in charge. So yeah, I was thinking about making an alert out of it, but I think it's a Filipino comic and it's very hard to track down. So I think they're going to make an international issue for us all to read. But like I say, it's coming to Netflix and it is being made by veteran DC cartoonist Jay Olivia. Ella J. Basco, who is known for her TV work in Veep, Grey's Anatomy and Teachers, is in talks in the Warner Brothers Birds of Prey. So she's lined up to play Cassandra Cain. And in the film Birds of Prey, there's a bit of a premise come out now. So there are spoilers in this Newsround series, so be warned. Now, apparently, all the characters, you know, we got Rennie Montoya, we got Black Canary, we got Huntress, obviously Harlequin. Well, all the characters are going to team up to protect Cassandra Cain's character when she comes across a diamond belonging to Ewan McGregor's Black Mask. And Black Mask is obviously Gotham City's criminal underlord. So that's something to look forward to. Now, Kevin Feige has confirmed that the upcoming Eternals film is going to be similar to the Guardians of the Galaxy in the fact that they're really going to branch out with unknown characters. We know what a success Guardians of the Galaxy was. So I have really high hopes for Eternals. I've got a feeling I'm going to put out an alert soon about Eternals, so stay tuned. MMA's fighter and actress Gina Carano has joined the cast of Disney's upcoming Star Wars TV series, The Mandalorian. Now, she is best known for her role as Angel Dust in Deadpool. You know, she had a pretty epic fight at the end there with Colossus. So she's joining the Mandalorian. A series I'm really excited to finally watch is coming to Blu-ray and DVD, so I should be buying that, and that is season 1 of Krypton. That's coming on March the 5th of 2019, and roughly it's going to be around the $25 range. So I guess about £20 for us over here in the UK. Power Rangers actor R.J. Kyler, who played Billy in that pretty poor 2017 Power Rangers reboot movie, is going to be playing a Black Lightning villain very soon. The character is called Todd Green, and he's described as a gangly and awkward tech genius who's passed over for a research grant, so ends up joining Tobias Whale. I do like Tobias Whale in the Black Lightning show. Pedro Pascal is in talks to play the lead role in Disney's The Mandalorian. Now, The Mandalorian TV show is obviously basically based on Boba Fett's kind of people, and it is set in a 20-year gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. Pascal is best known for his role in Game of Thrones and Narcos on the TV, and also Kingsman: The Golden Circle and the recent Equalizer 2 movie. And he's currently filming Wonder Woman 1984, so looking forward to that. His character basically is going to be a gunfighter operating out in the outside boundaries of the New Republic. Lena Headey has been cast as a spider mob boss villain in the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated show. I don't think we get that yet over here in the UK. I'm not the biggest Turtle fan, but I know it's got a huge fan base. Hannah James and Kate Burton have been cast as relatives of Supergirl's Nia Now, Nia Now later becomes the Dreamer, and is the first transgender superhero, and I think the actress who actually plays her is transgender. Now, Burton's Isabel is Nia's mother, and James's Maeve now is Now's sister. Bit of news, Mark Hamill originally, this is interesting, Mark Hamill originally pitched an idea to George Lucas that Boba Fett was Luke Skywalker's mother. Can you believe that? Because at the time he didn't know that Leia was his sister. He suggested that George, the only way we could top Vader being my father was to have my mother be basically Boba Fett acting as a double agent working for the rebels. Hence to say that George didn't like the idea. Now, in an early version of Avengers Infinity War, Thanos and Drax nearly had a one-on-one battle. It was apparently going to last for some time. That's according to concept artist Rodney Fuenbella, who shared 2 images on Instagram. So he did the concept work on this. This is the first one he showed. So that's a pretty cool looking scene. And then obviously Thanos gives Drax a bit of a beatdown. Now, I know in the history of the comics, Thanos and Drax always tend to have battles in the early comics, especially Iron Man 55. They were going at great guns. Actor Chris Pratt, obviously Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, is reportedly in the talks to join Paramount's upcoming reboot of The Saint. I didn't see the last Saint film. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I think that was starring Val Kilmer. But Roger Moore, my favourite James Bond, he played the original Saint, I believe. What else have we got? Disney is eyeing Bumblebee director Travis Knight, talking to Guardians of the Galaxy, to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Okay, so it looks like Sean Gunn has finally been passed over. Or is it James Gunn? Oh, I can't think. James Gunn, isn't it? Sean Gunn is his brother, yeah. Fantastic Beasts 2's Thursday box office beat the original. I thought Fantastic Beasts 1 was better than the Harry Potter films. Some of them Harry Potter films bored me silly. How they got such great reviews and stuff, I don't understand. There was one that was set in a forest that bored me silly. Anyway, my daughter saw it Fantastic Beasts 2's with my mum on Friday, and they gave it about a 5, 6 out of 10. They said at times it was dull as ditch water. So there we go. Ezra Miller, the star of that film, has promised that the Flash movie is still definitely going to happen, and it's going to be crazy dope when it arrives. I'm still on the fence a little bit about Ezra Miller. Like I say, I wanted Grant Gustin to continue, but we got it, and it wasn't bad. So there was a few good comedic moments from him in Justice League movie, so we'll see where he goes. Oscar Isaac. Poe Dameron. He had harsh words for his role in X-Men Apocalypse. He doesn't have fond memories of playing that character, and he didn't like the film. I know a lot of people hated it. I thought it was okay. It was about a 6.5, 7 for me. Obviously could have been better. Apocalypse should have been done better, but it is what it is. Ron Perlman, you know, of Hellboy fame. He says that there's still an open wound as regards the Hellboy franchise, because he's disappointed that Guillermo del Toro didn't complete his trilogy. Now, obviously, we're getting a reboot soon. It's the guy that plays, the actor out of Stranger Things is playing Hellboy. I can't think of his name. But he doesn't have to look like Ron Perlman's Hellboy. I'm excited for that. It's meant to be quite a dark, almost horror-like film, I think, the new Hellboy. Here's an interesting one that really sort of took my attention. Stanley once recruited Sam Raimi, you know, who made the first 3 Spider-Mans, to helm a Thor movie in 1991. And they took the idea to Fox, and were told in no uncertain terms that comic books do not make good movies. Yeah, kind of regretting that now. I bet they are. Here's some good news. God. I mean, personally, I don't know what you guys thought. I hated the last Ghostbusters film with the women cast. You know, oh, jeez, bring me, and to see the original characters in little cameos just turned my stomach. If they're not going to play their original characters, don't be in it, guys. Well, here's some good news, because Ghostbusters 3, starring the original cast, may be inching closer to getting made, according to one of the actors, Dan Aykroyd. And Dan Aykroyd is currently working on a screenplay. Now, the reason it hasn't really seen the light of day before is because Bill Murray was apparently never really interested in coming back. Now, obviously, they've lost Spengler. Was it Spengler? The science buff. The actor's dead, isn't he? But the rest of the cast are... Ernie Hudson's interested in coming back, and so too now is Bill Murray. So, fingers crossed. I'd love to see a third Ghostbusters with them 3. An early review of Wreck-It Ralph's sequel, Ralph Breaks the Internet, declares the animated sequel a much better film. So, excited to see that. First one was okay, wasn't it? Apparently, Guardians of the Galaxy were in it, and some Star Wars characters. So, yeah, why not? Good day at the cinema with the kids, isn't it? Sebastian Stan, obviously, who plays Bucky in Winter Soldier. He admits that he doesn't yet know if he's in Avengers 4, which I find incredible, because the trailer's about to drop, isn't it? Before Christmas. Surely he knows. Pulling a fast one, I think. Now, Sony has just broken the $2 billion mark internationally. Yeah, they've made $2 billion. As Venom has passed 700 million worldwide. I don't think anyone of us expected it to do that well. Like I said previously, Venom is expected to topple any Spider-Man film ever made. So, kudos to that. You know, like I said, it's not as bad as people make out. A good 7, 7.5 out of 10, I think. Just watched a little interview with Chris Pine, and he's admitted that he knew as early as halfway through Wonder Woman 1 that he would be returning for Wonder Woman 1984. You know, I was a little stunned that he was killed off in the first film. Yeah, he's a pretty good actor, actually. I think he's just made a film. Is it Robert the Bruce? Something along the lines of Braveheart, isn't it? I'm looking forward to seeing that. I think my mum watched it the other day, and she said it was really good. Now, here's a bit of memories, really. obviously we've lost Stan Lee. Now Hugh Jackman remembers waiting on a red carpet at the Comic-Con International many years ago, about to have a photo shoot, and suddenly all the photographers turned their attention, about 300, and basically blanked him on the red carpet, and all because, of course, Stan Lee was there. And Hugh Jackman said he was a creative genius. He thought outside the box. He created a whole universe that changed the lives of many people, mine included. Because literally Hugh Jackman didn't even know about Wolverine and the X-Men. He thought they were to do with wolves. He said, "God bless you, Stan, you were one of the greats." Talking of more Marvel, Daredevil Season 4. An idea has already been pitched to the studio, which is great news because, like I said, after a slow start, Season 3 was right up there with Jessica Jones for me. The new Benjamin Poindexter Bullseye. You must watch the show, guys. Fantastic Bullseye is. And Kingpin, still one of the best villains. Now, talking of Stan Lee, there was a statue in Metropolis, Illinois, and that statue is, of course, of Superman. And in respect to Superman, this past week, he has worn a black armband. So, yeah. Good to see even the DC community getting involved with the passing of the great man. Mark Hamill, back to Mark Hamill. He confessed he still cannot watch the holiday special, Star Wars, the entire thing. Because obviously, the holiday special is just this week, is becoming its 40th anniversary. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that holiday special. I used to have it on DVD. Oh my days. Seeing Princess Leia singing songs and stuff. Wow. Of course, Han Solo's there with Chewie on Kashyyyk and all the families there. It's just family of Wookiees. It is cringeable. But there was a pretty cool Boba Fett cartoon. I remember that. Yeah, so don't rush out to watch that, guys, because it is pretty bad. Now, of course, more about Stan. And Stan Lee was laid to rest this past week in a small private ceremony for his family. Yeah, he's appeared in 20 MCU films to date, and numerous animated shows, and of course he's appeared in things like the original Incredible Hulk series. Well, he has filmed an Avengers 4 cameo, so that we've got that to look forward to. But he's next going to be seen in the animated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in December, so look out for that, guys. Marvel, and just a little bit of comic news, Marvel has cancelled the Star Wars Shadow of Vader series after firing its writer Chuck Wendig. I think he's looking for some compensation or something for his firing, I don't know. I think that's the case. Dark Horse, a bit more Hellboy news. Dark Horse will commemorate the 25th anniversary debut of Hellboy, Seed of Destruction in March, with a Hellboy Day. That Hellboy is Mike Mignola's creation. And finally, guys, like I said, I'm going to leave you with a couple of things. First of all, this stunning Bill Sienkiewicz tribute to the great man, Stan the Man. Yeah, look at this, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of art there from Bill. And finally, just to wrap things up, guys, I'm going to leave you with a video message. Just a short little video of Stan Lee's final ever video.
Well, it's an equal love and love fest, because I love my fans. I cannot tell you how much I love my fans. They sometimes at night I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, what's it all about, you know? And then I get a letter from a fan, or I read something, or I see something, common, and occasionally you contact each other. And this business of fans, I think, is terrific. And I love them all.
That's Daz. Over and out. Bye for now.